Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 1, Episode 3. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Lisa is putting together her very first ever fashion show for her clothing line, which is normally simply just maternity wear. However, she's realized that in order to make a real profit and to have more returning customers that, are returning a little sooner than every couple of years, that she is going to debut her new non-maternity ready-to-wear line. And I think that's a really good idea.
You need to really pick the girl that you really want.
Okay.
Don't forget the supersize ones too. We need more of them.
Not supersize.
Plus size.
Plus size.
Plus size.
This is not McDonald's.
Supersize is food. It's not humans.
If you supersize one more time.
Now, honey, listen, I love Chanel Aion. She has become an iconic housewife in 3 episodes already. But ma'am, I agree with Lisa. If you say supersize one more time, you know what? If it came from any other housewife but her, I would be offended by it. I thought it was really cool the way that they met. Lisa hiring Chanel twice. She saw her picture twice, and on one of her pictures it was listed as Chanel, and on the other picture it was listed as Aion. So when she showed up for the fashion show, she said that she was extremely ticked off because the other lady didn't show up. And then she realized that Chanel and Aion are the same person. I thought that was really cute. She was also excited about the fashion show because this was a great way, her husband, that he did the right thing by trusting her and putting his faith in her and putting his money behind her in her fashion line. She says that he told her that he's doing it because he loves her and he trusts her. He does not trust this business. So I think that's really amazing. And her husband at the show was extremely supportive and very proud of his wife. So far, I really love her husband. I think that he's always cheering her on and she's very supportive. She seems like a really good wife and an amazing mom. When you see her with her 3 little boys, it's just all love. Every time they have a scene with her and her children, I'm always smiling. I think that Lisa is a very well-rounded housewife. Then we see Stanley and Nina, and I am just gonna say, I know that we're only 3 episodes in, but I find Stanley and Nina to be a little boring. I have a feeling that Stanley believed that she was going to be the center of attention on this show, but I really think that the other housewives on this show has stolen all of the limelight. I did hear that Stanley at some point was on The Real Housewives of London or The Women of London or something. Get down in the comments and let me know what that show was called. I've never seen it, and I guess on that show she was the main attraction, but not on here so far. But again, we are only 3 episodes in. Nina and Stanley and the kids go to stay at the Atlantis Hotel. And Stanley and Nina, I think they were really showing off because they have all this amazing stuff in Dubai. But if you guys remember, several seasons back, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stayed at that same exact hotel. It is a very beautiful hotel and I would love to stay there. But it's way too expensive for my taste. Do they have a Dubai Holiday Inn? I'm just saying, anyway.
Like, do we have to be covered? Can we show our knees? Can we show our arms? And I always say the same thing. It's not about that. It's all about showing respect. Genuinely, you can live exactly how you live anywhere else in the world. All these children, I can't believe Sergio is going to want another one yet.
You're not allowed to have another one. It doesn't care about what Sergio wants. Like, there's no world where you could ever convince me to want another sibling.
I'm not planning the baby today. A little Sergio.
No. He already acts like a man-child. Like, we don't need, like, an actual child as well. He needs a bit of a reality check on the kid front.
Well, first of all, is Stanley having a baby? When the first episode was on, she said that she was 43 years old, and I don't know if anybody caught that. But then later, that she was 45 years old. Girl, stop playing with us. You know, her daughter came off very clear that she did not want her mom having any more children, and she definitely didn't want her to have any more children by Sergio, the man child. Did anybody notice that Nina said, ooh? And because I think that Stansberry was a little bit embarrassed by her daughter's behavior and how forceful she was, and especially by her daughter calling her husband, that young man, a man child. Her daughter is clear that she doesn't want any more children, and she says something about Sergio needs to wrap his mind around it. First of all, that man is 27 years old, and he is bound to want to have a child at some point. So I think that her daughter is going to have to get used to it, because I have a feeling that there will be a baby if the divorce doesn't come first. And it just struck me, the show that Stansberry was on was The Ladies of London, I think. I could be wrong. Stansberry and Nina are a snooze fest.
Because she's so bitter over me. I want to know why. I brought you a gift that it shows, like, I know you're upset with me, and I am too, but we can make something sweet out of it, and they can make us some lemonade.
We went from speaking every single day to all of a sudden you just vanishing.
I had an anxiety attack.
I didn't know that, Aion, and I felt like as a friend you could have told me.
I'm tired of friends when they're like, you didn't call me, so we have issues now. But you didn't call me. It's a two-way street, honey.
Did Stanberry say that she wasn't important,
No,
which is what?
she didn't say that.
No. So you said it then.
But you said,
I said
so
it.
then you said it.
I did.
Who calls their friends at 7 a.m. and make them feel bad? I had not peed. I had not drunk coffee. So at 7 a.m., don't do that. Let me pee first.
Like, I think she's quite calculated. I think she's quite calculated.
Do you want to be the bigger person? Or?
No, why does she have to be the bigger person?
Yeah, she's 50. I'm still a child. I'm still a child.
Tell her she needs to come and apologize to Aion, because Aion is not going over there to apologize to her.
Chanel Aion and Lisa Milan always team up with each other. This is what they do. This is yin and yang. Thing one and thing two, Ren and Stimpy, Dumb and Dumber. I don't expect anything from Pinky and the Brain. They can't think without each other.
Now, first off, Chanel, bringing Brooks a pot full of lemons. She says it's because she's so bitter. You know, I already said it. The woman is an icon already. And not only that, she seems to have a knack for this gift giving. Okay, so first she gets Lisa this goat, which has diarrhea and ran away. But then she gives Andy those hens when she came on Watch What Happens Live. She gave Sarah a bowl of onions because she's got layers. And now here is Brooks with her lemons because she's so bitter. It fits. It really does. And out of all of those gifts, I would take the lemons over everything else. I'm serious. Chanel, have you ever heard of just bringing a bottle of wine? I'm just saying. So Brooks comes off to me as a fair weather friend. She is extremely shady. She's the type that will be with you, hang out, kiki, laugh. Oh, I love you, you're my girl, and then stab you in the back as soon as she walks away. Brooks is extremely messy, and I have a feeling that this reunion is going to be Brooks' apology tour. She's going to have to apologize to every lady on this show. And that's why Lisa said Brooks blows with the wind. I would have to agree. Brooks is a complete gangster in the confessional. She just comes off as very two-faced. How dare she call them the Pinky and the Brain? I mean, that was really low. And I have to agree with Aion. Don't wait at 7 o'clock in the morning for this nonsense. I mean, it's ridiculous. As a matter of fact, do not blow my phone up before 8 o'clock unless it is an emergency. So far, this show for me is Aion, Lisa, and Sarah. Those are the top 3 housewives for me on The Real Housewives of Dubai. Brooks does say that she is sorry, but I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think that Brooks will start something as soon as she can. Do I agree that Stansberry owes Aion an apology? No. I don't think that she owes Aion an apology, and I don't think that Aion owes her an apology either. Stansberry is able to invite whoever it is that she wants to invite to her bachelorette party. If I know that I have a group of girlfriends and I don't get along with one of those girls, and I know that she doesn't wish anything well for me, and she also thinks that my marriage is an internship marriage, why would I invite her? And Aion, I know she doesn't like to not be included, but if you don't like her either, why do you want to go so badly? You should brush that off and go on. You don't really need to be at her party anyway. And when she said, I'm still a child, I said, oh my gosh, me too, me too. Then we go to Sarah and we find out that Sarah used to be a fashion designer. She now runs a tech company. She has a skincare line. She also works with NFTs. She lets us know that she had filed bankruptcy twice. Right now she's working on 6 different magazine covers that will be in Europe and in America.
Oh wow, I didn't know you had tattoos.
I do.
How many do you have?
Lost count.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very brave.
In the Arab world, it's not accepted.
You know, I really love Sarah. I really do. She's unapologetically herself. She's very authentic. She's a rebel. She's doing her own thing, and she's not going to let anybody stop her from being who she is and enjoying life to the fullest. She lives out loud, and that's what I like about her. She doesn't let anyone else shame her for being divorced, for having tattoos, for speaking the way she does, for speaking up and speaking out and just living her best life. And that is why Sarah is one of the top 3 of my favorite housewives from The Real Housewives of Dubai. As a matter of fact, she's definitely in my top 10 list for housewives across the whole franchise. And it's only episode 3. Did you guys also notice that the first half of the episode, we did not have to be bothered with Stansberry's husband? That man is in every single scene up until this episode. I mean, we got more of him later, but the beginning, it was so nice. You know, he is an unofficial housewife.
Caroline lives in a dream world. She gets a lot of stuff in her life for free because she's an influencer. She's not that influential. The person to ask about plastic surgery is Sarah Al-Madani. Sarah Al-Madani knows the head to the toe. Aion is like, well, I'm ready to move past this. And then Lisa was like, well, Stanberry needs to apologize.
Well, hell will freeze over first.
This is another reason why I say that Brooks is two-faced, and she's a fair weather friend. She could not wait to let Stansberry know that Lisa thinks that she owes Aion an apology. I'm telling you right now, Brooks is the worst kind of friend because you can't trust her with anything. I don't think that she realizes that she's only sabotaging herself. And again, I agree with Stansberry. I would not apologize to Aion. She does not need an apology. She does not have to invite you to her event. Okay, so you know while the show is on, the ladies do like to go on Twitter. So Lisa says that Aion was actually attacked at the dinner. We all agreed before we started shooting the show that we would call the Carolines by their last name. So she was dead wrong for making something out of nothing. She actually started it and the other one lied. So if you remember on the very first episode, when Aion got there, she greeted everyone and she called Stansberry. And remember, she said, that's my surname. She had a bit of an attitude, but Lisa is letting us know that they agreed before filming, because both of their names are Caroline, that they would call them Stansberry and Brooks. Then she said, and the other one lied. That's Brooks, because when Brooks rudely called Aion at 7 o'clock in the morning before she had a chance to pee, she told her that Caroline only invited the people that she cared about. So I think that Brooks was absolutely calculated and she knew what she was doing. And I also agree with Aion earlier when she said that it's a two-way street. When Brooks said that Aion hadn't called her, well, are your fingers and your phone broke? I'm just saying. So it's the night of the fashion show. And Lisa gets a text from Stansberry saying that she's not able to make it to the show. And her excuse was because of the wedding coming up. This woman was at home with her husband having champagne, and he's making healthy tacos when she's requesting burgers.
I think she's not here to support you because of me.
Any French fries? French fries. Make it happen.
Hello.
Terry, I'm waiting for French fries. Make it happen.
Hey, take those shoes off. Take my shoes. Take my shoes.
That is my piece.
Woo! Now she delivers.
Where's my queen?
There she is. You nailed it, babe.
Are those French fries?
Hey, ladies, babe.
Hey!
You killed it tonight.
She sure did.
I'm so proud of you. You were amazing. You were amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Nina and these french fries, it was absolutely disgusting to me that that's all she could think about. Girl, you are here to watch this beautiful fashion show. Every time somebody walks by with hors d'oeuvres, you don't have to remind them that you would like to have french fries and the whole make it happen. Girl, go on somewhere. Lisa took to Twitter. She said, special thanks to our amazing team who, despite fries not being on the menu and her being so rude, went out of their way to make it happen. The fashion show itself was only 20 minutes. I served french fries at my kids' party and lobster tempura bites for adults. Somebody was not happy with watching the show back. Aion posted as well. I had the best time at Mina Rowe's show. Best food, I mean lobster, steak, champagne, and the dresses were everything. Lisa, I'm so proud of you and Mina Rowe. At Lisa Milan, you are truly Black Girl Mag, and I adore you and look up to you a lot. I thought that was so sweet. Can I just tell you that their relationship, I think, is so cute. They have a true friendship. They stick up for each other. And I don't care what Brooke says, Dumb and Dumber, Beavis and Butthead, Pinky and the Brain. Lisa replies back to Aion and she says, I love you. Thank you for being the most supportive friend. Team us. I love that. I really do. And something else that I thought was amazing too was her husband. He loves her, supports her. I love when Brooke says, where's the queen? And then when Lisa walked out, he said, there she is. I said, all right now. That's what every husband should say. But anyway, this episode was pretty good. I look forward to seeing next episode. Nina, in case you're wondering, she finally got some french fries, but I thought that was just a bit too much. I really did. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.